Hi everybody, so I'm just sat by the pool at the Hilton. So the event starts tomorrow, so today is our final day to be able to chill. So I've just had my breakfast and I thought I would just come outside, and it's absolutely scorching. So yay, first time since I've been here I can actually put my bikini on and sunbathe by the pool today. So I'm going to pretty much do my networking by the pool. So I'm just going to flip the screen round. Look at the sky, oh my god. So bearing in mind we are near the airport, so it's not the prettiest of views. But the pool, it's so hot. So far I'm the only person that's out here. A typical Brit, the slightest bit of sunshine and I'm straight out there. It's got the tunes on. But it's absolutely beautiful. So we've got some people arriving, starting to arrive today for the event. And so yeah, so we've got some people arriving today for pre-registration, and then the actual event starts tomorrow. So yeah, as I'm just sat here now by the pool, it makes you just realise how much your life can completely change. So prior to being an online marketer, I was working 12 to 18 hours a day, sat at my desk, making wedding stationery orders. And to start with, I used to love it. Absolutely loved it, but it got to a point where I completely burnt myself out working like 12 to 18 hours a day, and I was actually working 7 days a week. I could only go on holiday by booking a specific week. Everything was so structured. It was so stressful. I had no time freedom. I had no financial freedom either, because I was constantly having to buy things all the time for my business. I had no time freedom at all because I was working like 12 to 18 hours. And I had no location freedom because I had to work from my spare room in my home, which was kitted out as my office. So to think now, since I've become an online marketer, I've got financial freedom, I've got time freedom, and I've got location freedom, all within 5 months of joining. So this is why I share my story so much on Facebook, because I'm only a very small fish in a very big pond, and I've got a lot I want to achieve yet. I'm only a very small amount of where I want to be. I want to be right up here, but I want to share my story as I progress, to show all of you guys and girls that it's absolutely possible as well. If you can think it up here, if you can visualize your life to be different and really think in depth about what you want to achieve in your life. So don't just think I want to be debt free. That's not clear enough. You have to think, how much do you want to earn a week? Sorry, how much do you want to earn a week? How much do you want to earn a month? If you want location freedom, don't just say I want location freedom. Think, where do you want to travel? Where do you want to work from? Where would you like to work from Monday to Friday? Where would you like to be able to just pack your case and just fly off? You've got to really think about it in depth, because the more deeper you go into what you're really looking for, the more then you can actually attract it into your life. So I'm sat here now, and it's just it's one of those moments where you think, is this actually happening? Because it's been like a whirlwind. But don't get me wrong, I've worked my ass off for 5 months solid. I've hustled 7 days a week. Whether I've been on holiday on a beach, I've still been networking from my phone. I've done Facebook Lives at least 5 days out of 7. I've built up a following, I've built up an audience. I've spent thousands of dollars on myself and my education through courses for entrepreneurs, but it's been worth every single penny, because I look at my life today and think this is just the start. But getting to speak on stage in 2 days' time, being invited to be on a podcast, it's just like doors are opening all over, which is so exciting. But let that be inspiration to you guys, that it can happen to anybody. I am just a normal girl from a very small town in the UK. I'm nobody special. 5 months prior to this, I had no experience as an online marketer at all. I was an entrepreneur for 13 years prior to that in e-commerce. So I've always been behind the computer. I've never needed to brand myself. I've literally just been sending emails out, making products and posting them out. So anything that I've had prior to doing this none of those skills have come into being an internet marketer. It's all completely new for me. So I've had to be really dedicated to my learning, and you never stop learning. You never ever stop learning. You need to be inspired by people around you. But if you'd have said 5 months ago that I would actually be friends with 6, 7, 8, 9 figure earners, I would have laughed and gone like, no way. But my social elite that I spend my most time with now are multimillionaires. And I'm not saying that as in to brag, I'm saying as in it's a reality check, because you are the average of the 5 people that you spend your time with. If you want to be a rock star in the industry, and it's not all about money, but money gives you choices, and it's not a case of having loads of money in the bank. It's a case of money. It enables you to then progress in your career. It enables you to do things like this, come to events. It enables you to have that time and location freedom, because you've got the money to take you wherever you want to be. So when people say, oh, it's greed, it's not greed at all. But at the end of the day, we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't get paid for it, because you need the money to be able to enable you enable you to travel. You need money to be able to pay your bills. You need money to be able to support your family. So whatever it is that you do to give you your motivation, let this just be that kind of like inspiration, that if you're sitting on the fence and thinking, oh, I'd love to do that, I'm unhappy in my job, I'm fed up, let my story even just inspire you to a point where you can absolutely have it, and in a short space of time. I'm not talking years to change your life, I'm talking weeks and months to change your life. 30 days from now, your life can be completely different. So can 60 days, and so can 90 days. So this is why I live my life like an open book on Facebook, so that people can see as I progress that it's available to absolutely anybody. But the only thing that's holding you back is from you saying, yes, I'm going to do it. So if you're not actually in a business yet, and you're still thinking about it, and you're doing the 9 to 5 and you're fed up in your job, no one's saying you've got to walk out of your office job today and start an online business. You need to be running an online business at the side of what you do at the moment. Let it grow, start hustling, get it built up. At the point where you're earning enough money to leave your job, and so be it. But nobody's saying be an online entrepreneur or have an office job or whatever job it is. You can do both, because remember, with like passive income and businesses that are run on autopilot, you don't need to be working 24/7 on them to earn money. You only need to be working like 1 to 2 hours a day to have a big impact financially on your future going forward. So it's like the events that I'm starting from tomorrow. It's like a $12,000 event. It's on 3 days for entrepreneurs, and I've only been able to come to this because of me hustling hard. My commissions have paid for it, but in the first 30 days of joining this company, I've already made sales of $25,500, and that's just through Facebook. No paid advertising, no paid traffic, literally through me doing my Facebook lives, sharing my story, connecting with my audience. And it's just over $25,000, which I'm very proud of as a newbie to have got that, and that is why they're asking me to stand on the stage and tell my story, because obviously people will be inspired by that. And that's just the start. I've got much more to give, but obviously it's nice for people to see where I've come from, my plans, and where I'm going. So yeah, super excited for that. So I just wanted to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to follow my page and comment, because if it wasn't for you guys doing what you do, I wouldn't be here today doing what I do. So as I'm helping you lot with all the value I provide and inspiring you and motivating you and giving all this value, I'm doing that to help me progress with my career. But I'm doing it because I want to inspire and motivate as many people as I can worldwide. And some people might think, who the hell does she think she is? But I actually know I'm making an impact worldwide, even though I'm very small and I'm a newbie. So you can lead whilst being led. So while you're still new and you're learning and developing and you're growing your brand and you're growing in your skills, you can still have a massive impact on the people that are below you that are starting out. So as you progress up each step, there's people below you that are going to look up to you. So don't feel like you've got to be at the top before people will listen to you. People will listen to you as soon as you've got value to come out of here. You don't need to earn 10k a month before you can start helping people. You don't even need to have even made a sale. If you're learning and you've got value to give to the marketplace that can genuinely help people, then absolutely share it, because it's your story from your whole entire life that will inspire people going forward. So don't feel like you've got to change to be somebody different to you know, get a following. You don't have to impress people. It's not all about 5-star hotels and mansions and sports cars. People will be impressed by you just being able to stay at home with your family. You know, you don't have to pay for a childminder because you're at home with your kids. That will inspire another mum that is probably working 9 to 5 and never sees her children. So just think about, you know, things like that. You know, if you're wanting to travel the world and, you know, you can only have like one holiday a year, you're going to be inspired by the people that are doing, you know, traveling all over and have got location freedom. So you have to pick who you actually want to kind of like develop into. Who do you want to be? You know, who are you inspired by? And then absolutely have them as your daily motivation, because when you feel like giving up and you've had enough, just keep following their page, following their story, and thinking if they can do it, then so can I. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm flipping boiling sat here in my jeans. Time for me to go and get my bikini on, and today I'm going to be an official bikini-preneur, which I quite like the sounds of. So I'm going to go and get changed, and then I'm still going to be on my phone all day networking from this pool. So if you want to get in touch with me, then I'm here anyway. So if you've just logged on, I'll just give you a quick little brief, show you the pool and everything. Let's try and get... So just for those of you that have just logged on, just show you this amazing sky. It's so hot. Woo, I'm actually going to get a tan. So yeah, so bearing in mind we are near the airport, so it's not the prettiest of views obviously around the outside, but hey, who's looking at that? So looking forward to some of my friends arriving today, ready for the event tomorrow. And of course I'll be sharing that with you as well. And fingers crossed when I'm on stage, if it all goes to plan, I'll be putting a video up to share it with you, so you can see me, my little 10-minute story on stage. But I need to assess it first before I put it on, make sure it's okay. So fingers crossed nerves don't take over. It's quite daunting, isn't it, standing on a stage? But it's my first ever time, and I imagined it was going to happen, so we've got to just take the bull by the horns and make the most of it. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I'm going to go back in now and catch up with all of the comments, and I will speak to you soon. Bye!